Yeah, that definitely did not happen. The statement that they were going to keep it in perpetuity, basically meaning it's going to go forever. It did not happen. They came back and fell back on their word within 6 months. I'm going to say it was actually probably within a month. They realized that's a terrible decision. I believe it was a terrible decision because like they can't make money on it anymore. It's an unchanging text, and I believe that they need to rely on those manuscripts to change in the Dead Seas. They need the textual scholars to change their philosophy. That's why, like, if you know anything about like the Nestle Aland 29th edition is going to be using like a CGBM. I'm not probably saying that right, but basically it's like a computer algorithm that's going to be deciding what text they should rely on. And if it's a manuscript that they find in 2 weeks from now, they'll use that if they believe it's a better source than what's been preserved for 2,000 years since Christ walked on this earth. And so they don't have a problem flippantly changing the word of God. That's a huge problem to me. I don't like it at all. And it's sad that the people that said that they're going to bring us an unchanging Bible, they're going to select on what words are in that Bible, also went back on their word, and now we're changing that Bible again whenever the next revision comes out. And there will be another one. There probably already is. I don't pay attention anymore, but I probably should look that up for this sake. Was 2016 their last revision? You had the MacArthur version, the Legacy Standard Bible come out, which he was a huge proponent of the ESV. So I'm going to assume that he took the New American Standard, the ESV, and the King James and picked and chose what he wanted and what he liked. Because actually, if you read the LSB, you'll realize they went back to a lot of King James readings. Well, MacArthur grew up on the King James. What did he memorize? What did he grow up on? But then he bashed it for a lot of years. So maybe he didn't bash it, but he sure was good with the other editions that were bashing it. And so I want to go over a few verses here of the changes that they made in the supposed permanent text. And I'm going to show you how awful they are as well. So here we go. Okay, like I said, we're going to dive right into these version changes, into the permanent text. Obviously, we know that's not true anymore. It is going to change. But Genesis 3:16, the previous text reads, Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. Okay, that's what the old version said. I'll just pull it up in my ESV here. We go to Genesis 3. See, that's very early on in the Bible, the fall. The whole point is, did God actually say? That's what the serpent says, right? That's the whole temptation of this. Is yea, hath God said? Did God really say that? That's what's being said here, right? So then we get down into context, and it says, to the woman, he said, this is obviously talking about the curse that's given. There was a curse that happened to the devil, to mankind, the woman, the earth. There was just a curse that was placed because of the rebellion. So it says, to the woman he said, I will surely multiply your pain in childbearing. In your pain in childbearing, in pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. Put a little note down on here that says, or against, which is an actually opposite meaning. So it's like, again, yea, hath God said.